Staying motivated and overcoming doodads. This is really important. The reason I like doing the snowball method and going after it based on how much money you make now versus how much money you could make in the future is it keeps you motivated. I'll give you a good example. I got an email a couple of days ago. I think it was Hawaii. It was Hawaii. I'm not much of a fan of Hawaii, but I got an email saying if I booked if I put down $100 down payment and booked a hotel room in Hawaii over the next 3 years, it was like 70, 80% off the hotel price. And apparently Marriott's, I guess COVID really hurt them in Hawaii because Marriott is essentially allowing me to, instead of spending $3,000 for a week in a hotel room, it's going to be like $600-700. And so my point to that is if you're so strict that all of your money goes to the debt, when you get options like this or opportunities like this, I want you to be able to take them. So I want you to be motivated and avoid most doodads, but on the really big doodads that maybe you can take that opportunity to take your family on vacation for $600-700 instead of $3,000-4,000. So by managing your money and doing the snowball method and not accounting for what money you're going to make in the future to get rid of the debt, when you do get the raise in the future, take 50% of your raise, apply that to the debt, and take the other 50% to go out on the town, to go on vacation, maybe buy some new clothes. Not saying to go out buy a new car, but maybe take yourself out and celebrate a little bit. Maybe do a 2-day weekend somewhere. Not a 7-day or 2-week, but a couple days. You know, one of the things that it's so surprising to me. I was just talking to our paralegal a few minutes ago about this, or now about an hour ago, I guess, about our clients that are doing debt settlement, debt forgiveness, and credit repair, and yet they're doing these lifetime trips to Egypt and Africa and Panama and Russia, and one's in Rome right now for 2 weeks. And it's like, how can you justify going to Africa for 2 to 3 weeks, spending 20 grand when your credit is in the toilet and you owe $10,000 on bad credit card debt? So you want to avoid those type of doodads. And then in the future, when you start making more money, take half of it, apply it to the debt, and take the other half to live on your lifestyle. But you want to just avoid the doodads. And I've talked about that before, where you have a rule. Your rule is, I won't spend more than X without sleeping on it. So I will not spend more than $20, $30, $100, whatever your number is. I think $50 to $100 is a good number. I won't spend more than $100 without sleeping on it. And if tomorrow morning I wake up and I still want it, then I'll buy it. Because I don't know about you, but I like shopping. I don't like going to the stores and shopping unless it's Cabela's or Shills and they got guns or hunting stuff or fishing stuff. But I like shopping on Amazon. And I know during COVID, when everything was shut down, man, I had stuff showing up all the time. I was buying stuff left and right. I was buying stuff and it'd show up a couple months later. I forgot I even bought it. And I know shopping can give you a dopamine rush, and I know shopping helps relieve stress. But if you're in debt, shopping also causes stress because now you're just adding to the problem. So the first way to stop the problem is stop digging the hole. So that saying, if you're in a hole, stop digging. If you got a bunch of consumer debt, stop shopping. But I know it's going to be hard. So maybe say, okay, I'm going to spend $100 a month on fun stuff and that's it. All the rest of my money goes towards my debt. Just don't do the starvation thing and say, from now on, I'm not going to spend any money on anything, because it will not work.